Man, this is a quick pop up show. Welcome to the Dirty Folks Daycare. I am your tolerologist, Dirty Folks. I appreciate y'all being here. No soundboard, no sound effects, no graphics today. Today is me answering a question that someone inboxed me. And I told them I would do a show about it just in case it helps somebody else. But I really do got to get out of here because I got to go pick up my dad. Um, my dad's getting out the hospital today. This is related to the show too, by the way. The guy asked me. I'll read the question. Anyway, I got to go pick up my dad. My dad is in the hospital. He felt bad. He felt sick. Said his whole body was hurting. This is right before Christmas, like December 23rd or something like that. Come to find out, he went to the hospital and he admitted him and said that he had pneumonia. In which I almost had a "I told you so" moment. I don't want to be that guy, but like low key, my dad took 3 goddamn COVID shots, so I'm really not shocked that he caught something. You know what I mean? You don't take 3 COVID shots and blame me and say I'm gonna kill my parents if I don't take the jab. And I'm like, Pop, there is no cure for the flu. And he like, well, the government said it's a cure for the flu. And I'm like, these goddamn boomers. And he's the last person on earth that should ever get the flu if that flu shot worked. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But there he is, right? So nah, it's just sounds So anyway, so I got to go pick up my dad. So there's no graphics today, no OBS. This straight YouTube, me helping the guy out. I want to, and I say all that to say this. The reason I shared that is because my dad got to the hospital. I need to find me a. I'll talk over this. My dad got to the hospital. I called the hospital to check on my dad because I am his son. I am his only son, one of only 3 children that he ever claimed. I don't know how many kids he got. He's a boomer, but I know the kids he claimed. Cool. So I call the hospital. I talk to the nurse. The nurse tells me I'm not an authorized person to ask about my father's health condition. I said, damn, he didn't even put me as his contact info. No biggie, because my mom just passed earlier. Maybe the contact info is still my mom. I don't get offended by this. I say, yo, I'm his son. The nurse, cool lady. She was like, that's what's up. I say, the who's the emergency contact? She says, yo, it's his sister. I say, damn, he only got one sister, and my aunt lives in San Francisco. So I dropped my aunt's name. She say, nope. I dropped my dad mistress name. The bitch said, yep. I got pissed off all over a motherfucking again. I say, this nigga can't stop lying for shit. So I decided not to talk to my dad the whole time he was in the hospital. I would just talk to the nurses. I checked on them every day, but I didn't want to talk to him. I'm like, yo, this nigga gonna lie to the day he die. Um, and the crazy thing is, had my dad had my dad passed any time, but and of course I want we all want our parents to live forever. Don't talk, but live forever. But anytime before 2017, his eulogy would have been way different than it's going to be right now. Actually, I wrote this eulogy a long time ago. After somebody was like, you got to give people their flowers while they're still alive. So I wrote a eulogy for everybody in my family. I know it sounds morbid, um, but I did that, and that's how I felt about him at that time. And I think I'm gonna use that eulogy. But yo, at 2017, he would have retired as the GOAT. At 2023, I'm like, bro, all you do is lie, bro. Since he retired, nigga, I'm like, damn, all your lies catching up with you, nigga. You had a whole career of lying, which goes to say there is a pocket in time where the love is the love before the love becomes disrespect from one party or both parties, right? Time invested isn't always the greatest investment at some point in time, right? For all of you guys who ever thought about getting married to one of these black girls and she declined your marriage proposal, then she probably did you a favor, but you didn't. If she said no, it wasn't because you guys were in love. It's because the time invested. You've been with her 6 months. You've been with her 2 years, and you like, damn, I've been with this bitch 2 years. I might as well be miserable with her for the rest of my life. Men are the ones who actually settle, but we settle for time invested because our time invested is money invested, duty invested, resources invested. Girls' time invested is just looks and youth. So our time hits different when you're a guy and a girl. But sometimes the time invested is just the time invested. I want to go through the question that I want to read off the question that the young man asked me. I'm not gonna drop your name, bro. I'm gonna let you stay anonymous. Um, but the question is, he said, "Sorry, I missed your stream." I'm gonna ask a question. Honestly, I've just been thinking on planning on what to do in the meantime. I still live with my mom, and like 2 weeks ago, she threatened to kick me out. We're on good terms now, but I just need some advice on moving out. I'll hop in your next live and talk about it if you're free or whatever. Okay, so he got into it with his mom, and she threatened to kick him out. Um, I'm assuming he's in his early 20s. Listen here, little bro. My mother had been trying to kick me out since I was 11 years old, bro. 12 years old, something like that. Like no cap. Um, women don't really like boys like that. And I'm not saying that. No, I wasn't 11. I was 15 though. I distinctly remember being 15 years old, and my mom told me to take out the garbage. I went and took out the garbage, and she locked me out, and I had to wait for my dad to come home from work for me to come back in the crib. I remember that shit. So since 15 years old, my whole plan was how do I get out of my parents' house. So I was probably 7 years older, 7 years younger than you are now when I first started making my plans to get out of my parents' crib because I was like, yo, I couldn't take it. Um, but I'm saying I empathize with your question. Um, my situation was a little bit different because I was a little bit younger. I wasn't expected to pay bills, and my parents were married. But my mom was mad at my dad, and women have a tendency to try to take out relationship uh, discrepancies on the child, the relationship discrepancy. Well, anybody really, the new boyfriend, the girls have very low emotional control. Went to school in Romeoville. Yeah. Uh, Shout out to damn, what's the name of that? Lewis University. Shout out to Lewis University. So you ain't know I knew that, did you, Mike? Um. So yeah. So what I want to tell you, little bro, is what I want to tell you, little bro, is it seems like a daunting thing because it's you, but it's not just you, bro. It happens to a bunch of the bros, bro. There's always going to be a time when you become taller than your mother, that at that moment you no longer my baby and you become one of them niggas. You have been one of them niggas to your mother for a long time, bro. You just didn't know the difference. But she been wanting you out since you got taller than her and you became one of them niggas. I'm gonna let you sit on that for a minute. Like as y'all come in, man. Like us up and send your heart donate to the daycare. Especially the dude that asked the question. You better donate. But like as y'all come in, man. So here's my advice to you, little bro. Here's my advice to you, little bro, because I ain't gonna be here long. Um, I tell my mentees that it's my job to save them 20 years. 20 years, right? So they don't have to go through a lot of the bullshit that well Gen X really we started so much earlier because we just started with a key around our neck and it was like, man, figure it out, hope you live, nigga. So we grew up a lot faster. We learned a lot quicker than you guys did. But even as quickly as we learned slower than the generations before. You are supposed to be ready to leave the nest and have a job by the age of 16 years old. Let me repeat that. You're supposed to have a skill set enough to leave your parents' home and have employment by 16 years old. The fact that liberal women, I would almost even argue to say liberal white women, but liberal women in general, the that liberal women intentionally retard their children. Black women dumb down their children. White women retard their children. I mean the development as far in a literal sense of the word to retard, which means to slow down development. So they're not maturing to 18, 21, 25 years old. That is so boys can be as slow as girls will always be for the rest of their lives. You're always behind the eight ball, especially if you go to school with women, like with girls. If you go to a co-ed school, if you go to school with girls and you're raised by women, you're already retarded. Just deal with it. As a man, you're gonna have to just suck it up and plow ahead. But you're supposed to have this skill set by 16, right? The irony of them pushing back your development is by the time they think that they're ready to let go of you, they're already tired of you. And they've been tired of you for a minute. You've been one of them niggas for a minute by the time that they created a system in which they thought that they'd be ready to let you go, right? And then you end up in that pocket. That pocket is where you are right now, young man. At 20, I'm assuming you 22, between 22 and 25 years old. You staying with your parents. I don't know if you got a job. You didn't say if you did. If you don't, you need to go and hit one of these links and get one of these work from home jobs. If you don't have money to move around, I'll hire you, little homie. If you got a home computer and you could pass the 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 whatever the entry whatever shits, yo, I hire you, bro. Um, need to get you a couple of dollars in your pocket. Get yourself a little hoopty first. First, you get a little hoopty because you got to be able to move around. You got to get to the money. You know what I'm saying? Use that as a stepping stone. Get you a little hoopty first so you can move around, and then get you a little hovel. Because men don't need much, man. Get you a little studio somewhere in order to put yourself in a position of mind freedom. And I'm gonna show you why. I'm gonna show you why. You have a small pocket right now. You going toward the end of that pocket of when you can be a man. Well, you already emancipated. You're over 18, but emotionally emancipated from that situation. I want to share a clip with you. Somebody sent this to me earlier, and they said, "Man, we decided I'm not just a red car anymore. I am the fire truck. Everything that I tell you guys happens, but I say it so much before. I've been saying this shit 10, 12 years. I'm so ahead of the curve that people say that I hate people and that I must be tripping and never have they heard such a thing. How many times have I told you guys that women pass up two marriage proposals in their 20s, then they hit their 40s and act like niggas ain't shit? How many times have I told you guys that? In a year and a half, I've been on YouTube. So just imagine on me in real life how long I've been saying that shit. Probably since girl turned down my marriage proposal when I was 22. Um, but let's check this out, man. This is I don't normally agree with dude, but
the point that I want to make.
value? What a value, man. You know what? Maybe I should put the right speakers on. Maybe that'll work. Maybe that'll help. Let's go. Hey, no sound? That's crazy. That's crazy. Hold on. Let me bring it back up. Let me bring it back up. Let's try this again, guys. Can y'all hear me? Can you guys hear me? If you guys can hear me, put one. Oh, you can hear me? All right, cool. All right, so maybe it's just I didn't put the audio on this. Hold on. Let's try it again.
But here's the point that I want to make. Because they're so beautiful, Joe, guess what? When the brothers in college was trying to holler with that wedding ring, oh no, I look too good for that. Ain't no marriage coming in my 20s.
My options.
Thank you.
I'm
Then
looking
the
for a
30s came. The
option.
30s came. Brothers came with the ring. No. I'm still enjoying
You
this.
ain't slowing me
Then
down.
she gets 43, 44, 45.
Now I'll take the
47.
Now she ready to settle down.
I'll take the post office worker.
Right.
I'll take the
but
post
stay
office
with
worker
me.
now.
And because black men are not dropping at her feet with proposals like they were in her 20s and in her 30s, now she's on YouTube talking about black men
Dab
ain't
'em now.
shit.
Dab
They
'em
not
now.
serious.
Ain't shit.
They don't want to build a family. Time out. You done had about 30 black men who came for your finger in marriage, and you turned them all down because you thought you was too fucking cute
Big
to
dog.
settle down. And now you in your mid 40s,
Yeah, big dog.
brothers ain't breaking their neck
Late
to
40s.
wedge you out,
No,
and
this-
now the men ain't
no,
shit.
Look, no, listen.
You feel me? Wait, Mal, is that you?
Stay here.
Mal, is that you?
Oh, shit.
Stay here.
Not
Now-
necessarily.
now-
That's how it is. Don't save us.
No,
I'm
Oh.
Mel, did-
No,
You don't look
no,
the
you
same.
didn't. No,
Okay, she
no,
said it's
no,
not
no,
her.
no.
You don't look the same.
Right.
You got that gap. There's a gap when I'm assuming if you're in your young 20s, little homie, that your mom is in her late 30s, early 40s. She on her last two ovaries, my little nigga. She got two more fucks to trap a nigga. And what's going to end up happening is if she expires past them last two fucks to trap a nigga, you going to become my nigga. It's going to be past son husband. Because at that point, you no longer see yourself as a son husband. It's going to be codependent. You're no longer going to be, you're going to be one of those guys that you can't really find a family to create on your own because you're always going to have to take care of mama because mama took care of you ass nigga. You're going to be in that precarious situation that you're in a polyamorous relationship and your second wife is your mother. Literally, your first wife is your mother, and you don't even get to sleep with her. That's even worse. That's like being in a baby boomer marriage. You got a wife you can't sleep with. That's crazy. That's crazy. So if she says it's time for you to go, and she felt that way, and I understand that women just say things in a moment that they really don't believe they mean, but I will tell you this: three people speak the truth. A drunk person, a mad person, and a child. And women are perpetual toddlers. And she was mad. So she was 2 out of 3. I don't know if she was drunk. She might have been a trifecta, but I'm not putting that on your mom. But I will say your mom is a child, and I will say she was mad for her to say that. So she was 2 out of 3. So that means it's she meant that shit. If you need somewhere to go, and there's a lot of places that will put you into some type of indentured servitude. You know what I'm saying? The service. You know, the service that they'll always pick you up until you turn 35. Um, get you a bullshit job, just not talk to her, keep your head low, don't tell her how much you make, never tell her how much you make. Whatever you make, cut that in half. You know what I'm saying? Minimum wage it. Don't tell them they took it all out in tax or something. Because what you'll find out is once she finds out that you're earning money, you'll find yourself in a purgatory where you make just enough money to make plans, and then she'll change your plans and she'll talk about how you grown now, you need to chip in. So you'll never be able to save enough money to leave your situation because that's what women see men as: money, attention, and dick. She don't really need you for dick, but she will charge you for loving her. My suggestion, little homie, and I dropped the link, man. If y'all want to come in, man, y'all get the stream yard link. My suggestion, little homie, is not only is it time for you to go, but don't rush your exit. Don't rush your exit. Don't make the emotional decision to rush your plans. When I was when I was when I was 15, I knew it was time for me to go. When I was 16, I started planning on leaving. Right. By the time I was 17, I was getting money and I was stacking enough money it would cost for me to have because I'm 17. I already knew I didn't have a credit history or even a age. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I could find a landlord that probably let me, do 2 months. Like back then, all you needed was 1 month security and first month rent. I'm like, yo, I need enough for 2 months security plus first month rent plus, you know what I'm saying? Plus, maybe I still need a bed. I'm pricing stuff out. Like I'm gonna need a bed. Like I can eat off paper plates and plastic spoons. I'm not tripping on dishes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping on no bedroom soup, but I do need a bed. I probably need a couch or a bean bag. I'm pricing out like how much would it cost for me to leave my parents' house with the bare minimum. Like I didn't even have a thought of figuring it out later. My whole plan was getting money to get out of my parents' house. I was like, yo, this is my mother is my father's baby mama. I mean, that's his wife, but that's his baby mama. They was fucking. They knew each other before I knew him. Like, yo, let him deal with his girl. That's not my girl. My mother is my father's girl. You know what, Mike? I don't even know if IKEA was IKEA. I know it existed, but IKEA wasn't the IKEA we know today in the mid 90s. Maybe it was because IKEA was big in the early 2000s. Maybe I just had never heard of it. I was going to I was shopping out at the furniture liquidator. I was like, yo, I'm gonna just get me a bed frame, whatever. Right. Anyway, so pace yourself. Don't just find an apartment that costs $600 and all you saved is $600 and you're trying to leave. Plan it out. Plan out everything you're gonna need. Write yourself a list of what you're gonna need, the bare essentials, in order to leave. Make your price. Then hustle to your price point. Just hustle to your price point, and then you'll be able to springboard. All the arguments she gonna say during the meantime, all the wash the dishes, take out the garbage, you look like your daddy, whatever going on in your house, bro. Just bob and weave that shit. You got a purpose, bro. Stay focused. Write down your list on how much all the stuff you gonna need in order to make a exit that you don't have to return back from. Write down your list and hit your price point. I'm telling you to do that because I don't want you to do what most niggas do. Most niggas trade one slave owner for another. They go from mama to a fat bitch. Well, she might not be fat, but I know y'all niggas, y'all probably fucking fat bitches. Like they go from mama crib to a girl crib. So you traded a warlord that you can't sleep with, but she kind of probably won't kick you out, but she'll talk about it every day, to a girl you do sleep with that have a bad dream and kick you out at 2 in the morning, have you right back at your mama house, which was the whole point of you fucking this bitch to get out your mama house. You'll be in a revolving cycle of goofy toddler shit. Don't go that option. That's what niggas gonna tell you. Lay some dick down on the bitch, blow a booty out, and then move in with her. Don't do that shit. Stack your bread. Make your price point. The lowest price point you can make and still be functional, my G. A bed, you don't really need shit else. A bed, some toilet paper, 2 months security deposit, first month rent, and a stable form of income. Facts. JD said liability to liability is a total loss. Facts. Anyway, little homie, I dropped the link for you to come up, man. I told you, man, to hit you. So you ain't come up, you ain't come up. I gotta I gotta go get my old ass toddler. Shout out to my dad. He's getting on my nerves. All this nigga do is like, God damn. Um, but one last thing, because I'm glad I reminded myself. Don't let love be your prison, man. Gratitude, Jay, for the $10 cash out, man. Gratitude, man. I ain't got the sound effects on, man. Um, don't let don't let love be your prison, bro. I've said this before, but I'm gonna say it again. Most slaves knew they were slaves, bro. Most slaves knew they were slaves. They stayed on the plantation for love, not by force. They didn't want to leave Big Mama. They didn't want to leave whatever girl that they liked when they were 13 years old, thinking that they're going to escape slavery together, not realizing that slavery is a black girl's paradise. They don't want to leave their mother or their father. And so they stayed. They stayed in bondage because they didn't want to leave their loved ones, which means their love was the bondage. Let me repeat that. I don't think you understand. People have stayed enslaved because their love was the bondage. Matriarchy is slavery. Matriarchy is slavery, bro. All of the times that I have fallen out over guys that I had true love for has been over some form of love they had for matriarchy. I'm not telling a man that it's bad to love a woman, love their mother, love their girlfriend, none of that. I'm saying that that love has to be compartmentalized if you really want to be free. I'm telling you the opposite of what they were telling me when I was a kid, when they was like, "You only get one mother." I'm like, "All right, that's cool." You know what I'm saying? But my mother is my father's baby mama, and nobody understood me when I was saying that 25 years ago. They was like, "Yeah, but that's your mama. You only get one mama." I'm like, "Bro, your advice is to tell me to stay in bondage, to stay in slavery to a toddler, to never go out here and explore and be my own person." Y'all heard my stories, how much I traveled to in my 20s, bro. How many places I said I've been. You know what I'm saying? How I was a I want a passport, bro. I was a highway bro, freeway bro, because I was trying to explore and figure out, man, it had to be something bigger. Had to be something bigger than people keep telling me that I need to be a slave to the women in my family. And that it's something wrong with me, that I'm some type of pariah. Cause I'm like, yo, I'm not that impressed about y'all. Y'all dumb. Like y'all dumb. My sister, it's not that they dumb people, but the shit they was doing is dumb. Girls do dumb shit and they want you to clean it up. Girls go and bust their boyfriend car windows. Then when the boyfriend get mad, want you to fight the boyfriend. All type of dumb shit. I'm like, I ain't with none of that shit. I ain't with none of that shit. And all of a sudden, you're a traitor if you don't do certain shit because a girl feels a certain type of way at that very moment. And I was like, I ain't with that shit. I just want to travel and find out my own destiny. So I'm telling you the opposite of what everybody else tells you that's under this the slavery of matriarchy. And that's you have to go out here and you have to, even if you have to cut her off and love her from a distance for a few months, like rehab, right? You go to Alcohol Anonymous, and then you start counting the days from the last time you had a drink, and after 60 to 90 days, it's out your system. You no longer want to drink. You know what I'm saying? You can do that and just figure out you, little bro. You'll be all right though, man. Like I said, bro, if you need a couple of dollars, I, I'm pretty sure it's on one of these streams. Let me scroll up, man. Shout out to Streamlabs for working when I'm not on Streamlabs. Hold on, I'm gonna see which link it is. I know one of these links said, "Yo, right here, bro. If you ain't got no gig, bro, click the link in this comment right here, man. You know what I'm saying? We started a Emeritus Tribal Call Center, man. You can work remotely from anywhere because that's all part of the plan for us to set up remote jobs for the guys who need remote jobs so we can move around the tribe in different places. I got to go to the Philippines at some point next year, and I still want to be able to make money while I'm overseas. So it's a good look. I'm gonna try to get Lil Lodge out there. Um, but yeah, man. So if you need a gig, man, hit the link right there, bro. And I'll hook you up, man. Just send me a kite or something, and be like, yo, this me, this. and I got you. But yeah, bro, that's all I got to say about that, man. I told y'all I dropped the link if he wanted to come up, but I don't even know if he watching. So I'm gonna leave this up for him though. But let me go get my boomer Tyler. Tyler and boomer is interchangeable, by the way. So let me go get my boomer, man. As always, guys, love your brothers as you love yourself. Feed the pack. Tribe up.
Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Stay away from cities with dyke mayors. They spray the pipes major. Don't play with your life, player. Or shake the dice, player. But if you got a quota,
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Now, come bring your ass up here. Bring your ass. No, 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 no. I was about to leave. Bring your ass up here. Bring your ass up here. Hit the link. Bring your ass up here. Hit the link. Just like a nigga. Pull up on the pull out. Bring your ass up here. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes, man. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to speak your piece in case you got any questions about the advice that I gave you. Bring your ass up here. Let's clarify this right now. Cause whatever you asking, man, I'm sure to help other people. I ain't putting you on the spot, but it was your question since you pulled up and made yourself known. Oh, Black Thoughts, I ain't talking about Travel One goofy ass. He know who he is. He know who sent me the email. Pull up, man. Pull up though, bro. Holla at me. I give you 5 minutes before I gotta go get the old dude. I know everybody on Christmas break. Traffic ain't that bad. I can make up 5 minutes. Travel One is not innocent, but she didn't do nothing this time. I don't care about you just getting here. You know what? Bring your ass up here, man. I should block Travel One just because I don't like that name. It's not a girl name. Travel One is like the most masculine name, bro. There is, and it's a name for upstanding men too. Travel One is an upstanding man's. Click the link here. I'm finna tag you in the link. It's a very masculine name. That's a name of bosses, kings. Travel One. That is that motherfucker. That name right there. It's all type of signs and symbols in that name. Thought you was a whole upstanding nigga. You just a goofy toddler. Anyway, I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I ain't disagree with it, but I ain't say it. I'ma just let this rest right here. I'm just let that rest right there.
My congeniality is fucked. I have no sensors and I need to be stopped.
I ain't say nothing. So all you do, Kane, click the link I sent you, man. It's gonna pop up on your phone, man. Just chop it up. Well, I already answered your question, but I'm gonna allow you to do a follow up. Who the fuck is this? That's crazy. She said I can't read the energy. Now I can read masculine energy. That's why I thought you was a whole nigga. Anyway, um, but then you started talking, and then I was like, yo, this shit makes no sense. So either this is a gay guy or a girl. I still don't know if you're a gay guy or a girl. You could be a Prince Hall gay guy, but I'm assuming you a girl. Come on, Kane. I don't know if this, I don't know if this should say Kane or Kanye, nigga. Y'all niggas, y'all motherfuckers just spelling just lost on y'all, man. Um, while we waiting for him, man, I'm gonna show y'all another clip. Yeah, that was crazy. Damn, what I was talking about. Yo, you know what? I really don't even care about this clip, but I'm gonna show it anyway, just because we waiting for the star of the show to pull up. This is that. I'm gonna share with y'all a clip of that Boomer love. This is that Boomer love, that Bobby Womack love. This is the I'll kill you over a toddler love that I be talking about. And don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Every man, every man has loved a woman. But you know how I tell you guys only men can love? This is that shit. This is the energy that old men give young boys after the fact. They never teach boys how to get girls. They never teach boys how to deal with girls. They never give boys real dating tactics. You get that from your mother or your grandma, which is always wrong because girls are goofy. You got some 45-year-old chick trying to tell you what 45-year-old women like, but you dating 16-year-old girls. That's because emotionally in her head, she's still 16. She just got 45 years worth of bills and shit, and she still want to feel like she appreciated like she's 16 again. But it's horrible advice. Girls give horrible advice. There is no time in which anybody should listen to a woman. Women should listen to women. If black women didn't listen to other black women, marriage rate would be 90%. They'd be happy as shit. Instead, marriage rate pushing toward 2% because they keep listening to other women. Hold on, man. There you go. Hold on, man. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. All right, man. So we talked about the situation where I gave you a little advice, man. What exactly what exactly do you want to know?
Uh, well, I mean, I'm just trying to move out as soon as possible. Honestly, I just need like a plan, and things I need to focus on in order to, move out and stuff.
Oh, you did come here late. Nigga, I gave you the whole plan and what to focus on, man. I'm gonna leave this up as public. You can review
Yeah,
it.
I was gonna go back through it, but yeah, you already know. Like a week or two ago, like my mom pretty much was, threatening me like to kick me out because of something that was going on between me and my sister. So
Mm. I've been there. I spoke about that already. Yeah, you go to
yeah,
play this back. Yeah, I talked about that already. Look, this is all you do.
my bad. Yeah.
But no, you good, you good. Look, check this out. Are you working?
Yeah.
All right, this is what you do. You create a budget right now, right? You
Mm,
go you go on apartment finder or something. Cause I know there ain't no more newspapers. When I was your age, well, I was younger than you, but I had to go in the newspapers. But look like on Craigslist and look at apartment finder and just get a general idea how much it'd be for like a studio apartment, right?
mm,
1 bedroom or something, right? Because studio is a number, the living room with a bathroom in the middle of the living room. So look, maybe studio 1 bedroom, right? You got
yeah.
to. Do you have a car? Or do you need a car?
I need a car.
All right. So first thing you do is you go on shit. You got the choices, bro. You can go on Facebook because they sell cars on Facebook for cheap. You can go on Craigslist, they sell them for cheap, and you price out a car, right? So save up
Mm,
like $2,000 to get you a nice hoopty, right? A nice little budget.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to pay no car note. You don't need no car note, man. Just some reliable, right? Get the oil change
Mm,
and ride out, right? It ain't gonna look the best, but it's gonna get you from point A to point B. You just trying to get to the money. You understand?
yeah.
So you got a budget for that. So you got to say, man, this is my lifestyle. I make X amount. I ain't ask you how much you make. That's your business. But it's like I make X amount. I'm gonna save 25% of my check toward a car, and you take that money and you put it. However you save your money. If you got cash, you put it in an envelope and have the envelope. If you use if you got direct deposit, you set up a separate savings account and you just set it up so 25% go out. It's like you paying yourself taxes. You feel me?
Yeah.
You don't touch that bread. You ain't got no fucking bills. You ain't got no kids, nigga. So you don't need shit. Y'all young niggas ain't getting no pussy, so you don't got a date. Like just stack the bread, right? So you
Yeah.
get a couple dollars to get a car. Boom. Now you got a car. A car extra bill though, because gas ain't cheap and shit like that, maintenance. But don't worry about that. Because you can get around. You'll figure out how to get to the money if you can get to the money. You know what I mean? Don't worry about
Yeah.
that shit. Then, like I said, if you need a second hustle, man, I look at the stream, man. I it's a link in the stream. You know what I'm saying? I hire you. You can work from home, whatever. If you need some extra bread. So then you start at the same time you're doing that. You can also be like window shopping for apartments. You're not gonna try to get one. You just window shopping. Find out how much they cost in your area, right? So
Yeah.
let's say for a halfway, it might not even be no halfway decent area, but you on your own. You go out here and you like say fuck it, 650, 700 a month. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a little piece of shit apartment, but it's clean though. As long as it ain't got roaches, right? You just don't want roaches,
Yeah.
right? You know what I'm saying? So you say fuck it, 700 a month. So that means you got to stack up 14 for the security deposit plus first month rent. So that's another 2 racks. But then you need a bed. You might need a couple of items. You know what I'm saying? Toilet paper, shit like that. So let's say you
Mm,
need 20, 25. So let's make it even three, right? Even 3,000, right? So right now you got to see yourself as $7,000 in debt. Nah, I just lied. $5,000 in debt to yourself. You owe yourself $5,000, right?
yeah.
So you create your budget. Save 5% out your check. Apartment costs you 50% of your check, by the way. But I'm just saying, right now you're just trying to save up. Saving up at least 25% of your check. That'll tell you how long you got to stay there in order to get to the $5,000 price point that you need in order to not have to move in with a fat bitch and have another mama, right?
Yeah.
And that's your goal. However long that takes is based on how quickly you earn. But that's your price point. So if you can save, I don't know how much. If you save $100 a week, that's $400 a month. You know what I'm saying? Shit, nigga, you'll be there for a year. I don't know, yeah, you'll be there at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You'll be there about a year. But that's your price point. That's your timeline. Don't rush your timeline. Because if you rush your timeline, you're gonna be right back in your mama crib anyway. You feel
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
true.
You know what I'm saying? You'll be right back. Don't make those emotional decisions. Don't be like, I gotta leave right now. Not now, but right now. And then you fuck up and you gotta come back crawling. And now you're an indentured servant because you failed. And that a woman will never let you forget when you failed. Not even your mama. You can't lose a fight around a bitch. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can't afford to fail. You can afford to spend another year in tyranny. Shit, nigga, 20 some years old, nigga. You know this lady? She been this way your whole motherfucker. At least since you hit puberty, she been this way. You know what I'm saying? This the enemy you know. You know what they say, man? The enemy you know is better than the one you don't. You know what I mean? Now I ain't saying your mom the enemy, but you know what I'm saying. What well, actually how the
Yeah,
phrase
I get what you're saying,
what does the
man.
how does the phrase go? The devil you know, the something you know. Anyway, you know so you can bob and weave for another. You can bob and weave until you hit your price point. And then after you hit your price point, you can shake and move and do what you gotta do. And then from there, because I know you really don't have a purpose. I know you don't. That's not how they
Well, I'm trying to get this certificate at the same time
certificate for what,
for
man?
cloud computing.
That shit don't cost no money, bro. They trying to tax you for that stupid shit.
Huh?
They trying to tax you for that. They trying to charge you for that.
Charge you like to take the class?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Ain't that much though. It was like 40
Oh,
dollars for
all
both
right.
the classes.
Yeah, I say, man, shit, motherfuckers be, yeah, that's about right. That's about right. I'm gonna say, man, don't spend more than 200 for that shit. Like motherfuckers, I just heard motherfuckers like, man, I'm paying $7,000. Like they really going to college and shit. It's like don't.
Yeah, I put some money into Forex before. I don't know if you know what that is.
Yeah, forex is currency trading. I know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Forex is cool, man, but it's you got to stay on top of that. I got a boy
Yeah.
right now, man. He make about I don't know anywhere between $300 to $1,000 a day playing with forex, and then he own a braid shop. Like he braid dreadlocks and shit.
Mm.
So he got man, he got guap. And every morning before he opened up his shop, he played with forex and he'll just post his receipts online. Like he was supposed to teach me that shit like 2 3 years ago, but I've been bullshitting. He'd be like, "Come on Sundays, I don't work," and I'd be like, "All right, I'll come over there square," and I'll never go. That's on me. But yeah, yeah, niggas been playing with the forex for a minute, bro. But yeah, that's another thing though. Keep the side hustles. Forex is a great side hustle if you know what you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing, so I don't I don't know how to gamble. I lost $30 on FanDuel trying to win 2,700 in a parlay. I'm mad. I ain't even gambling on sports no more. So you know what I'm saying. But if you if you know what you're doing, fuck them parlays. Anyway, but if you know what you're doing, then put it out there, man. Like that may be a way, but if you could make those gains, you put that toward what you owe yourself. You owe yourself $5,000 in debt to yourself. You put that
Mm.
25% off them earnings, just like you would earn at your gig, and you put that toward the the free myself emancipation fund. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
That's
feel
what it really is though.
nigga, my mama black. I know, nigga. Look, and all my friends' mama's black. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So, and I understand how it goes. I understand that when you're dealing with black women, they always look for weaker men. So it's not really a man that you could probably go to that be like, "Yo, can you stop this lady?" And they be like, "Oh man, happy wife, happy life." I know. That's why I try.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to escape since I was 15, my nigga. 15. I was like, "Yo, this some bullshit." Um. So I get it. So, but you have to do. You have to put yourself in a position to be at zero, right?
Yeah.
Put the, zero is not a bad thing. Zero is in the black. You ain't got shit, but you don't owe shit. Motherfuckers want you to be at 100. Zero is decent. You ain't got shit, but you don't owe shit. Right now, you in the red. You owe to the game. You just want to put yourself in a position to be at zero. And then anything that you do after that, if you got a good routine, you'll make it to 100. hold on, let me express this. And I don't normally address girls, especially with clothes on. She
Mm.
said, she say, I don't know what black women want. Black women don't know what black women want. But here's the difference. I don't care what black women want. I care about what I want. If you don't care about what I want, then you dumb. Because everything that you want gotta come from me or a nigga like me. Y'all got horrible customer service. Learn how to pleasure your patron, and then you can get whatever the fuck it is that you want. Because niggas don't give a fuck about what you want. You don't know what the fuck you want. You want both things at the same time, and neither one of them shits match. Nobody give a fuck about what girls say with clothes on. Anyway,
Yeah.
niggas be having 7-hour panels talking to bitches with clothes on. Don't get nowhere because they got clothes on. If the bitch naked, she'll tell the truth. Anyway, that's why they call it the naked truth. A girl can't. That's where you think it came from. It ain't called the clothed truth. Bitches can't be honest with clothes on. Anyway,
Yeah, for real.
get your crib and a car and you'll be straight. A little hoopty. You can always upgrade both, but just get you and you'll see the relationship with the women in your life change. I'm gonna tell you a secret, bro. This is a true story. When I got my second apartment, right?
Mm.
I had a little bullshit apartment. I came back, I had a little bullshit apartment. Then I got a little condo on Lakeshore Drive. That was my second little joint. I did uh what kids do, right? I took a set of my keys to my parents' house in case I ever got locked out of my own crib. I had a set, actually, shit like that, right?
Mm.
So I almost beat up my mama, bro. I almost fucked my mama up. And here's the crazy thing. Here's the crazy thing. And it's not she did anything wrong. It's just that I heard noises at 2 in the morning, and as a person that's protecting my home, I go out there to handle that shit. And my mama in my living room watching cable and shit. Talking about I ain't got cable
What
at home.
the?
She done took my emergency key and popped up in my crib at 2 in the morning to watch TV and shit. And I just had to eat that. Just let my mother stay on the couch, right? But this is what I learned at that early age. My mother's a horrible hostess, but she's a wonderful guest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When she was at my crib, she was like, "You want me to clean the kitchen for you? You want me to cook?" My mother can't even cook. I'm like, "Nah, ma, I don't want to cook." But the fact that she offered, like nigga, I was eating ramen noodles and fucking microwave popcorn when I was living with you. Now you in my shit offering to cook breakfast. It's like that's crazy. So when you get your own, you will see the dynamic change between you and your mom because your mom ain't nothing but a toddler with titties. You know what I'm saying?
Well, when I was at college, me and her relationship was like it was it was way better than when I'm here.
I'm sorry. You said what? You
I
said you in
said
college? What?
when I was at college, like it was way better than when I'm here. Like when I'm here, there's always like some type of issue and shit.
Women only like you like 72 hours at a time, bro. No, for real. I learned that dealing with a girl. And I used to tell her all the time, like, yo, we cool as shit when we apart. As soon as goddamn we get together, we got a 3-day max. And I remember I was hanging out with her one day and her little sister was getting married. And I went in the garage with her, future brother in law. And it was just me and him.
Hmm.
And I swear to God, I'm telling this dude, I was like, look, man, I know how these girls are, man. The whole family like this, like, bro, you got to stick and move. She gonna drive you crazy, bro. She only good 2, 3, 8 days. You got 72 hours max, bro. Then you gotta take a break, just work overtime or something, go fishing or something. Let her reset because they only good. They got a time frame, 72 hours. So I'm in the garage talking. My girl walk out to the garage, I guess to say, because it was Thanksgiving dinner or something, to say dinner. And all she heard me say was 72 hours. And she's like, fuck you, nigga. And I'm like, what? I'm like, yo, you know what I'm talking about? I know what you're talking about. You said 72 hours. You tell that nigga we only give for 72 hours. And I was like, yo, another thing is they pay attention to the dumb shit. Because she was right. I did say that. I was like, they pay attention to the
Yeah,
dumb shit.
honestly.
But, you know what I'm saying? They don't remember all the shit that would have got us out this jam that we'd be able to be cool for longer than 72 hours, right? So, you're all familiarity breeds contempt, but absence makes the heart grow fonder. So that space would make a person miss you. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
all that should help. Plus, you got your old spot and you got a little hoopty, nigga, nigga. Refer pussy all the time. You let me tell you what girls want to do. Girls want to come to a nigga crib, give him some pussy, wake up at 2 in the morning, go in the bathroom naked, realize he ain't got no kids or no mama, she can walk around naked, and then try to get pregnant so she can live in your shit. So don't get her pregnant. But let the bitch walk around naked, because it's part of the ambiance. Naked girls add to the feng shui. But having your own, man, you'll have a whole level. Just don't let girl trap you with coochie, because please believe me,
Yeah.
that's all they got is coochie. Take your tolerology, that'll help you out. Take your tolerology, man, you'll learn all this shit.
Yeah, I
Anyway.
still gotta do that.
Anyway, man, let me go pick up my boomer, man. Shit. Donate to the stream, nigga. I did this especially for you. Hey, Black Thoughts. I don't know. I'm not a good son husband, bro. I don't know. I just it's crazy. I want you to understand this though, bro.
Mhm.
Travel one say black men are clearly out of order. That is the sign of a slave master. Do you know how narcissistic it has to be for you to join a mainstream and tell men that men are out of order for talking to men like men?
Yeah.
Matriarchy is slavery. Anytime you listen to a black woman, your life will be fucked up. There is no time in which past the age of 11 that you can listen. Probably before then. My grandmother had the greatest intent for me, and I love my grandmother dearly, but she gave me some horrible dating advice. She told me, please don't let white girls take me because I'm too smart, and she didn't want to lose an intelligent black man to white women. That was horrible advice. I should have one that had beige babies and been an accountant somewhere in Rhode Island. Because black women don't even like smart dudes. All they try to do is outsmart the smart guy, then call themselves a sapiosexual. Girls are dumb. But
Outsmart the smart guy.
anyway, so man, yeah, bro. So man, y'all be easy, man. I'm about to set this down, go pick up my boomer, man. But yeah, man,
I appreciate it.
it's nothing, bro. I'm out.
Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Stay away from cities with dyke mayors. They spray the pipes major. Don't play with your life, player. Or shake the dice, player. But if you got a quota, then stay away from toddlers. These bitches are fight promoters. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Train your toddler. Please train your toddler. Whippings, timeouts, take her allowance. Cause also she will destroy your life if you allow it. Fucking, I'm tired of rapping. Yo, low, bring in the choir. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to